Hey, Shalom. Sons of Yahweh camp back again, right? Prophesying the downfall of America and, also pushing the kingdom of heaven, the New Jerusalem, right? So, I'm Brother Lamad Ban Yahawada, right? And to my right,
Benai Yahweh.
to my left,
Corrupt.
behind the camera,
Karatasa.
and then off on in the house still.
Gadal.
So, like I said, we sons of Yahweh, congregation of Israelites, right? The Hebrew Israelites. And we're here to bring out the word of the Most High. You know, we have to teach the Israelites, feed the sheep, you know. So, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. And we do so through Yahawashi. Yahweh is the creator of all things. Yahawashi is who the world ignorantly knows as Jesus Christ, so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, and the savior of the nation of Israel, okay? And then as always, we like to give out peace and blessings to the nation of the 12 tribes of Israel. And we like to say woe to the other nations, right? So I'm here just to point out that this is not for this isn't for everyone, okay? You know, Christianity, well, not we all, but most of us here in America, we grew up in Christianity through some form of fashion, and we've been taught that, everybody come as you are, right? All are welcome, and that Christ is coming back to save everybody, okay? But you've been misled with those teachings, all right? And we're going to point out briefly that this isn't for everyone. And one way that you know that that's true, that this understanding of the Bible and the scriptures is not for everyone to understand and grasp. I was looking in social media and I came across a video where Edomite, okay, but nonetheless, somebody who felt like they loved the Lord and they wanted to serve the Lord and worship him. And so what do? They go to theology school. But the problem with theology school is pumping out atheists day by day, right? Because this understanding is not for y'all, okay? So the deeper you dive in there, the more you're going to be lost. Okay, let's bring that out. Isaiah 28:13.
This is Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 13. But the word of the Lord was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line.
Right. See, because this is how we're taught you're supposed to read and understand the Bible. Precept upon precept, precept upon precept, right? You go from the old to the new, right? New to the old, and you get your 2 or 3 witnesses to agree to establish a point, right? And so that's how you build understanding, if it be the Lord's will for you to have understanding, right? But that's not for everybody. And so, read on.
Line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they may go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken.
That's right. And then you graduate from theology school, and now you want to teach against the Bible because you're an atheist, right? Because you were trying to learn our history and records and take them on as your own, and now you're confused and confounded, okay? And that's a beautiful thing, okay? I'm gonna encourage more Christians to go to theology school, blow thousands of dollars, and come out hating the Bible and the Most High, right? Because you already hate and despise the Most High, right? You're not keeping his law, statutes, commandments. You're not pushing his program. You're not teaching your family, your loved ones, right? So we're talking to the natural Gentiles and heathens, but we're also talking to 2/3 of the Israelites, okay? Because it's, we understand that the Bible is the records and the history of the Israelites, but even still, it's not for all the Israelites, right? To get that initial salvation, right, where you can be walking through the gates in with the saints. You know, a lot of Israelites are going to have to be destroyed here right along with the heathens, and then you're going to be born into the kingdom, and we're going to train you up from little to get it right, okay? Because you can't get it right on your own. All right, so let's go to Isaiah 1, start from the top, we'll go down to 3.
All right, Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 1. The vision of Isaiah the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. For the Lord has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
Right, and that's talking about the Israelites, right? We were nourished and brought up, law, statutes, commandments, but then we went astray, okay? Go ahead.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know, my people does not consider.
That's right. So the Israelites, we don't consider that we're the Most High's chosen, right? We would rather accept what the so-called white man and other nations say about us, that we're less than, you know, we're just niggas, spicks, and low level, we're not smart, and we're just nothing but trouble, right? But that's just what they've conditioned us to believe through media and propaganda and programming and of course oppression and slavery, right? And so we put that yoke of iron on our neck till we were destroyed, and now here we are 2025 thinking that we're living our best lives as a nation, right? All right, so this is for the elect, okay? And that's what we got to point out. And, you know, so, but how do you know if you're of the elect? Well, you don't know. So that's why you need to be acting like you are part of the elect by reading the Bible, right? Doing what it says within there. Teaching. Keeping feast days and holy days, right? Worshiping the Most High as He has laid out for it to be done. And having the faith in Yahawashi, right? Our Savior. All these things are necessary for us to be in the elect, to be in the 1/3 of the chosen Israelites that are going to be saved and get salvation in the end, right? In that last day. All right. So yeah, the Most High doesn't want everybody to know everything. This is for the elect. All right, so give me Deuteronomy in chapter 10 and starting at 11.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 11. And the Lord said unto me, Arise, take thy journey before the people, that they may go in and possess the land which I swear unto their fathers to give unto them.
That's right. See, we have to be in front of the people in order for them to hear the words of the Most High. That's going to allow them to be brought in. Okay, go ahead.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul.
Right. Now let's get that verse one more time, right? Because this is important, right? Because we're talking about the Israelites. All right. So if you have now begun to identify yourself as an Israelite and you have faith in that, well, now you need to also understand what else is required. Okay. Being an Israelite, it's just not going to do it, you know. And if you think that way, well, you might have been destroyed through Christianity, because that's the mindset and ideology of Christianity, right? That anybody can do it, you know. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Right.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Right. So listen up. These are requirements. Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God